Hey guys, this is Real Appalachia with Shane.
And Melody.
And the train probably tipped you off. If not, the sign over our shoulders will.
Yes, we are at Tweetsie Railroad in
Blowing Rock, North Carolina.
Yes.
We thought it would be good to give you guys a look around this little town.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, and this is a big attraction of Blowing Rock, North Carolina. A lot of people come to Tweetsie Railroad, not quite as popular as Dollywood, but it is a Wild West attraction, little theme park that they have that's kind of built up around the train ride, and it's been open since July 1957.
Oh,
yeah.
It's, if you want to, I came earlier in the summer. I brought my daughter down here, so you can check that video out. And we're also going to have a Halloween video.
Yes, from the ghost train.
From the ghost train.
Yeah.
So you have a couple chances to see Tweetsie, and this video we're not going to focus on it so much. We're going to show you a little bit more of the town, but you can't show the town without showing Tweetsie.
Exactly.
Some people, it is the town.
Exactly.
Younger me, it was the town.
Exactly.
And then you go to Tanger Outlets as you get older, I guess.
And the beautiful Main Street, which we're going to show you in just a little bit.
Yeah, and the wonderful fall foliage. We came the most perfect time of year you could ever come down here, I believe.
Exactly. So. And we're going to start out by saying this time, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our videos so you do not miss out on seeing these beautiful little towns.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And any comments, liking, sharing, anything you do to help promote our channel is very much appreciated.
Yes.
And we want to thank our patrons and financial sponsors who made all this happen.
Yes, we could not take these trips and keep this channel going without your contribution. So thank you for that.
And watching your views, even if you're watching, I've heard from people say they watch our ads just to help us out. So I appreciate that, man.
Thank you so much. We hope you enjoy this video.
Yeah, we'll get you and show you a little look around here. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
Literally looks like you're on top of the clouds.
It really does, like you're on an airplane or something.
Yeah.
All right, guys and gals, we are coming into Blowing Rock, North Carolina.
Yes.
Some of the most beautiful views I think I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely, it is for me.
Oh my gosh.
The leaves are just incredible right now, and I hope that the video does it any justice because it's just breathtaking.
Yeah, and I know people come here, Blue Ridge Parkway and all that stuff, but it's still underrated.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you can get a car through here because it is so glorious.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a backseat anywhere I've ever been. And as you'll see right here, just in front of us, Blowing Rock city limit.
Yes. And they have a bigger, prettier sign ahead too, coming up.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
It is. This is one of the most spellbinding places I mean, it's just mystical, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
There's the Blowing Rock sign. Welcome to Blowing Rock, and I am thrilled to be here. I think you are too, aren't you?
Me too. Over to the left is the Blowing Rock.
Hopefully, you'll see a video about that.
Yes. We're going to put that on a different video.
And here's the Green Park Inn.
To the right, yes. Green Park Inn. There's a lot of history to that, and you will probably see a separate video on that as well.
Yes, it will. It's haunted and glorious and beautiful.
And a lot of history to it as well. So, don't mean to tease you guys, but kinda too, you know, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, that way you will not miss out.
That is a perfect time to say that. So yeah, subscribe it.
Yes. Could you imagine being blessed enough to live in one of these houses?
That's all I can think about. It's like, man, that's
I know.
Start saving my pennies up or whatever, because gosh, I would live here.
It is incredible. It is so beautiful.
See some sightseers over here. You were just pulling off the side of the road to see what
and
we
that
saw.
was us a minute ago.
Straight ahead too, even on this road.
Yes.
Fog and
the fog lifting over the mountains. And earlier in the day we were gonna shoot, but it was actually so foggy in town you almost couldn't see your hand in front of your face. It was just really super dense fog.
And I'm a big fan of fog for the most part, but boy, it was bad today, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I mean, it went from, well, look in the background too. Man, it's amazing, those mountains in the background. It went from beautiful to can't see the hand in front of your face.
Yes.
So this is the main street we're heading into, which is, I was surprised the actual town population about, what, 1,300, 1,400 people. And it seems 1,000 times bigger than that, doesn't it? Because it's so crowded.
Yeah, it stays crowded just from people coming and visiting, and I'm sure,
Yeah.
you know.
But man, look at these colors.
It's, yeah.
And I know the video probably won't do them justice, and it'll still be beautiful.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. But if you get a chance, you definitely need to check this place out because it's just beautiful.
So, Blowing Rock, home of Tweetsie Railroad. We just also went by the Green Park Inn we talked about, and also the the Tanger Outlets. Kind of a landmark now, and everybody comes down here. I don't know anybody that hadn't been down here to the outlets. If you've been to the area, it's like one of those things. And we just spent a little bit of money down here ourselves.
We did.
And I think that's we're a little high off that too.
We took advantage of that fog and not being able to film, and spent some money instead.
Some of the most beautiful houses you ever see right down through here. Just like
like I said, I just could imagine living here. And not too far at all from Boone. Seems like there's been a lot of good places to stop and shop and eat, and
yeah, it's this area. I know it's busy and pretty hopping, but it's still underrated. I'm telling you, like you hear about Asheville and you hear all these places, but really, you get down there, Blowing Rock and Boone, and they don't take a backseat to anybody with all that. They have great food, a lot of options down here.
Yes. Even if I don't always have a lot of money to spend, I just love popping in these places and looking. We just went into a Mercantile, and that was actually in the Tanger Outlet, so that was cool to see local things that local people have made and support local. But yeah, you might get a good glimpse here of how busy it stays.
Yeah, very difficult to get parking here. We miraculously got some earlier, and I didn't know how lucky we were.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing, like you can see right now, there's not a single empty space anywhere.
No.
But just the historic downtown part.
Yes. There is a really cool looking museum that I would love to hit, but I'm not sure that we will be able to get into it. It is so crowded in town. Like you said, we can't even find a parking space.
And it's not particularly hopping time of year. Can you imagine what it's like around Christmas? Or
oh yeah, I'm sure. And I bet they decorate beautifully for Christmas.
I'm sure.
But I love autumn, so I love seeing these beautiful colors on the leaves.
Kinds of, like it's a 6-pence restaurant pub. There's all kinds of just local fare. You know, seems like they must ban chain stuff just about. Although I did see a mellow mushroom up here, but.
And it's kind of funny because all of these buildings do look very historic. To the left there is that museum, Stoneman's Raid. There's a sign outside of it about that, and it is the Blowing Rock Museum, 1888. It's just a little tiny white building.
Check that out.
And if we don't hit it this time, maybe the next trip.
Well, this won't be our last time through here, will we?
No. Some people eating some good old-fashioned ice cream cones. That looks good.
Yeah, Stoneman's Raid occurred pretty much near the end of the Civil War. This is March 25th, March 25th, 1865. So if you've been to Blowing Rock, we'd love to hear your favorites, because we have a devil of a time, Boone and Blowing Rock, figuring out where to eat. Everywhere we went was great so far. We got lucky.
Yes.
But
it looks like over to the left, they're loading up some kids for a little hayride.
Yeah.
That is adorable. I love things like that, and I guess they're not having like a parade or anything today, are they?
Don't think so. Maybe look how crowded that is over there.
It is very crowded.
So maybe they're having some fall festival or something.
It's sure hopping.
Yeah, because I've been down here before, and it's always busy. And this is on the upper end of busy for me, though.
Have you ever rode a hayride?
Yeah, you?
I have. It's been a while.
Yeah, me too. We've been on a few of them. It's like the hayride's about to pull out. A bunch of witches on there. I'm glad I'm not on there.
Oh my goodness, there's a long ride for that. Line for that hayride.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's just lines of people outside stores. That's why I was asking about parade too, but I guess it's not. I guess it's just hopping.
Yeah. This is like Gatlinburg 4th of July week or something. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so Blowing Rock is actually in 2 counties, and I don't think that I had realized that until we got down here, but it's actually in Watauga and Caldwell counties. I didn't know it was in 2 counties.
I didn't either, and I would have guessed Avery was one of them, so I was off all the way around.
I guess so.
Speckled trout. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? There's a mellow mushroom.
Mm-hmm. That mellow mushroom is really cool looking, isn't it?
Yeah, I've eaten there before too. It's one of the very first ones I even knew was around.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll show you a little bit more of this beautiful scenery through here.
Yes. Maybe I can give you guys some history.
Yeah. Be a good time to do that.
And before 1752, this area was obviously home to Cherokee Native American tribes, and also the Catawba.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, I can't really say that. C-A-T-A-W-B-A.
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all know me. My pronunciation of stuff is not very great.
It ain't much better. I'll say it confidently and be wrong.
I'm an avid reader, but I guess it's a good thing that I read in my head. So, but there was a bishop of the Moravian Church that visited Blowing Rock, and I guess that's kind of when it started settling. And the Scots-Irish pioneers are actually the first settlers to the region. A lot of my family and ancestors were actually down around western North Carolina. I'm not sure exactly here, but we're actually going out of Blowing Rock a little bit now, but this scenery, you can't beat it, right? So
it's past the Moses Cone Memorial Park too. That's a pretty well-known landmark through here.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to give you some more of the scenery though. This is just so gorgeous, and I mean, just this year, this we were talking earlier. This fall is prettier than one I've seen I can remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's kind of some duds.
A lot of times they just turn brown and fall off, and it's gone. We've actually had some really pretty, bright, scenic colors. I mean, look at that. Oh, love it.
Yeah, we're heading up, like, just disappearing that for good, wouldn't you?
I think on the job, we've just been every 5 minutes. Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. It's just beautiful.
And as you can see, we are heading right to the Blue Ridge Parkway. So
yes.
The famous Blue Ridge Parkway. I don't think we'll be too deep down that road.
Nah, we'll turn and go back. But anyway, so the Scots-Irish pioneers were kind of the first settlers, and the first family of Blowing Rock, outside of the Native Americans, of course, were the Greens. And that is how we got the Green Park Hotel property and building. So probably give some more history on them in that video. You'll see.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, coming into, what was it? The
Cone Manor.
Cone Manor.
You're so caught up with the beauty that you don't even know where you're at.
I don't.
You're delirious. Well, we might just hop out here and show you cats a little of this.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we were going to look at the Moses Cone estate, and the info that they give us here says Flat Top Manor was the summer home of Moses and Bertha Cone, known as the Denim King. He built his fortune with textile mills, which produced denim fabric for companies such as Levi Strauss. Completed in 1901, the home featured central heating, indoor plumbing, and gas lighting. Today, the manor houses a visitor center, a craft center, and a gift shop, and you can also tour the manor at certain times. There is also more than 25 miles of carriage trails, hiking trails, horseback riding trails, anything that you would like to do like that, outdoorsy. It seems like they've got an area for it. And man, look at that view.
Gorgeous view.
Look at that view. I mean, is there anywhere in Blowing Rock that doesn't have a gorgeous view?
Well, no, it's crazy, isn't it? I know it's known for that, but still, it's still
yeah. It's still, yeah. So it looks like the manor is blocked off right now, but we are in Moses H. Cone Memorial Park, and it preserves the country estate of Moses Cone. It is a 23-room mansion of almost 14,000 square feet. It was built in 1901, just as I just read on the other board.
I like how that's worded. It was a public pleasure ground in 1950.
Yeah. Public pleasure ground. 3,600 acres. Wow.
Get a front view of it.
We'll hike down here. There. Look at the fog over the mountains over there too. And it looks like they're doing some renovations, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, of course it starts raining on it.
Of course it is. Just enough to make you know that.
Oh my gosh, the view that they would have from this beautiful house too. You know, I would be happy in a tiny little cabin if I had a view like this, though.
Me too.
I'd probably be happier in a tiny little cabin.
I wouldn't want to have all the upkeep or the people that had to help me keep it up.
Exactly.
Privacy and
Yes.
peace, and then just like you said,
But
imagine looking out over that.
that view, oh my goodness.
Hopefully you can see the lake down there.
And you can see like the biking and hiking trails that start over that way as well. So it's a pretty good little
son of a gun and drive. If I lived down here, wouldn't you hike all the
Oh
time?
man, I know, me too. You can just imagine. Wish that we had time to hike this little trip, but all right, so continuing on with some history here and heading back down to Main Street. During the Civil War, this area witnessed a lot of guerrilla warfare between pro-Confederate and pro-Union fighters.
About the only way you could have a warfare here is on the flat land and have a...
Yeah, exactly. To keep their families safe, men leaving for service in the Confederate Army often sent them to Blowing Rock, which became a local refuge from the fighting. And after the Civil War, many of these veterans would join their families and remain in the Blowing Rock area. So, it's pretty neat. I always love Civil War history, right?
And there's not a ton of it in western North Carolina, and oddly enough. There's not a some, but not a ton.
Yeah. You know that's where Cold Mountain, the book and movie, was supposed to be based out of, though, right?
Really?
Yeah. Cold Mountain was a fictional town,
I watched the movie.
North Carolina.
I didn't think about it,
Yeah, I started reading the book, but I just
didn't do it for you.
Well, it had a lot of like the warfare kind of stuff, but I could get on a pedestal about the movie too. That they filmed these places in like Scotland or New Zealand or whatever, instead of coming to our actual areas.
Yeah, and that almost never happens, does it?
Oh no, it doesn't seem that way. But anyways, so now this is a very touristy town, as we've talked about before. A lot of people camp out here. Blue Ridge Parkway travelers come by.
Hiking, biking.
Yeah, there is so many cute little hotels and cottages and probably Airbnbs and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Trying to figure out where we're going to go here.
Yeah, there's Michael Myers.
Where?
Street.
Neat. How cute. Well, I guess Michael Myers isn't cute, but
you always you've had some weird affection for him.
I like the Halloween movies.
Well, there he is.
So, yes, I'll see. Oh my gosh, how funny.
There's a shark.
Oh, they must be doing like a
look at that.
trick-or-treating on Maine.
Oh, this is good.
This is adorable. Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
so, if you guys haven't figured out, this is Halloween weekend.
Yes. Hopefully this will be up so soon afterwards that
it won't be too weird and awkward. But anyways, I lost my train of thought looking at all the kids' costumes. I love it.
That man is dressed up as a person afraid of COVID. No, I'm kidding you. I guess we all should be, shouldn't we?
Yes. And they actually have an ordinance right now that anytime you go into a building that they require you to wear a mask. So they've reinstated their mask mandate.
Just had to call it out because it's Halloween and a man's wearing a mask. It's not.
Yes, absolutely. That manor to the right, man, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. A lot of historic buildings around here.
But a lot of beautiful foliage right now is what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And it is hard. Honestly, I'm not joking. You know it is. You saw me. It's hard for me to drive in this. It's so beautiful. I want to look.
Yes.
Just being too.
And of course, the town name of Blowing Rock is a little bit unusual, but that comes from the Blowing Rock that we teased another video for. So again, we'll get into that a little bit more later. You guys will have to check out that video as well. If we went to the left there, we'd be going towards Boone, but I guess we're going to head back to the right.
Yes.
Okay. And I think it's kind of cool that their main street kind of circles around in a loop like that. So, Harry Foster Welch, a radio and voice actor, best known for portraying Popeye in the cartoons. He was from Blowing Rock.
Popeye always saying, ah, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Much better than that. I didn't get the role. Look at that fog back there on this mountain. So.
Yes. So that was a little bit of interesting information about Blowing Rock, but you know, and I'm a history lover, but I have to say the best part of being here is just the beautiful scenery, and especially this time of year. Yeah, especially if you're an autumn lover like I am.
I just want to see it. Yeah, you got to experience that. The air, I mean, I'm telling you, just it's different, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just feels like cleaner, doesn't it? Yeah.
Invigorating. You get out there and just soak it up.
Yes.
Man, it just gives a charge to your soul.
Yes.
Well, here's a little of that fog we were bragging about earlier.
Yes.
I just came out of nowhere again.
It's like Stephen King's Mist. It's kind of been off and on the whole time we've been down here today. It'll clear up for a little while, but all that beautiful view that we were just looking at over the mountains, I guess this is it. Yeah, I guess it's coming up to where we're at.
Can you imagine if we sat here and watched it come in?
I know. That would be spectacular.
And it comes and goes as fast as, just in an instant almost. Mm-hmm. We'll just suddenly drive and it's gone.
Yes.
I'm no meteorologist, but I'm impressed.
Yes.
No, I have no idea where the cutoff is for this place. But.
It was on past the Green Park, and so it's on up a little bit. And it was a big sign. Big, huge sign.
And it was on the right.
And it was on the right. Just once you see the hotel on the left, don't go too fast.
It seems like it's kind of down the slope a little bit too, isn't it?
Yeah. Caldwell and Watauga. Isn't that the counties that I said?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I was just making sure.
So this stuff's Avery, but...
Yeah.
There's the Green Park, yeah.
Yes.
There's a
fog likely the next 8 miles.
All right, so coming up straight ahead to the left is the infamous Tanger Outlets. I don't know if I'm saying infamous.
Infamous Tanger Outlets. Yeah.
I thought I'd jazz it up a little bit, get people excited.
Yes. While it was really foggy, we didn't have a good look. We got to check that out, so we're grateful for that.
Yeah, good little shopping place, and it's we used to drive all the way from Richlands down here just to shop sometimes.
Yeah, it's not as big as the Tanger Outlets in Pigeon Forge, or Sevierville, whichever it is, but it's still a nice little shopping area there.
Oh, yeah, it's been around. It's been a landmark for years and years and years.
Oh, yeah. And this is kind of heading back out of Blowing Rock and into Boone, but we are still in Blowing Rock.
And we can't not show you the landmark of Blowing Rock coming up.
Yes, that's right.
But still a few things to see, and of course, we mentioned it to death, but by golly, this is the beautiful time of year to be down here, isn't it?
It sure is. Looks like we've got the ski lodge coming up on the left as well. Have you ever been skiing?
I went to a ski resort, never skied. I did that snowboarding thing or whatever. First, as soon as I got there, no joke, I went to Winter Place up in Bluefield, and somebody's coming down the hill screaming they broke their leg.
Oh my gosh.
I was a little intimidated.
Yeah, that'd be a little scary, wouldn't it?
Yeah, how about you? Are you a skier?
I've never tried it, never done it. I've always wanted to try the inner tubing, but I've never got to.
That's what I did, inner tubing. I don't know why I said snowboarding.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is...
Yeah, inner tubing seems a little bit more your speed too.
What's that supposed to mean? You call me soft?
As a marshmallow.
Don't make me pull over here and let you off and hitchhike home from Blowing Rock.
You know what? I might just stay. I like Blowing Rock.
Yeah, it wouldn't be punishment for you, would it?
I know.
So we're coming up ahead to, won't be long until we see what's called the Mystery Hill, right?
The Mystery Hill, and apparently it is like a natural phenomenon. Gravity and physics are a little weird, but I think it's actually an optical illusion. But it says that you can watch a ball roll uphill or experience water flowing up instead of down, which is kind of the same concept as the Blowing Rock, right?
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but now they have a place where you can check that out. They've got a museum, some other little family activities, it seems like. They do gem mining, which is something you kind of see a lot down this area.
Yeah, we do.
I think they have like axe throwing there right now, and
they're trying to expand their arrangements, and I kind of set you up for this a little early, didn't I? I thought it was right around the corner, but...
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, we thought we'd save you some talking and effort. We were pulled into the parking lot and cut a little bit out for you.
Give you a little bit better view. That is the museum in front of us there. It's a historic home and that they've made into the museum.
So it has Appalachian Heritage and Native American Artifacts Museum.
Yes.
We want to check that out today, but we'll have to come back and do that sometime.
Yes, maybe its own video of this little area because it seems pretty cool. So there they have like the axe throwing, Tomahawk Hill is what they've called it.
Yeah, looks like fun. I haven't been to this Mystery Hill before, have you?
No, I have not.
Well, I haven't get a chance to do it today either, but...
There's the little Mystery Hill place, I guess, where you see the phenomenon.
Yeah. So front porch eats. Okay, we'll get on the road here because we're just right down from leaving town. We're heading back toward the Boone area.
Yes, and heading back down towards Tweetsie.
Yes. I thought I'd done just about everything there is to do in Blowing Rock, but we'll have to come back to the Mystery Hill.
Yeah.
It kind of intrigues me a little bit.
It's not a hard trip to make, so we can definitely plan that. Especially if there's some interest in that, tell us in the comments, and also any contributions help us make things like that possible. So
absolutely.
All right, back on the road, leaving the Mystery Hill after we waited forever to get out of traffic there.
It's about 30 minutes. We spared you that.
Yes, and it is just a stone's throw from Tweetsie.
Hot dog.
Right there.
How many times have you been to Tweetsie, would you say?
Oh, several. I can't remember all the times I come when I was little, but I haven't been much very often. I think that I come to Ghost Train as a teenager, probably the last time when I was about 15, and then I hadn't been back until I come with my family probably about 4 years ago. So, been a little while.
Well, there's not much to see once you pass Tweetsie. You're about right in the Boone.
Yes.
It's right on right on the border, isn't it?
Right on the bubble of Boone here.
So we'll wrap this one up here, and well, I guess we'll see you in the outro here in just a second.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we hope you enjoyed this look at beautiful Blowing Rock, North Carolina.
Yes. We sure have. We've enjoyed the beautiful views and just the town and everything.
Highly recommend a visit.
Yes. So I guess we're just gonna blow on out of here.
Let's do it. Let's just rock on down the road, though.
We'll see you guys next time.
Start growing. Thank you.